So good morning again. Welcome to this class on the use of the diode forward voltage drop for designing a voltage regulator. Okay, so voltage regulator using forward voltage drop across the diode. Okay, voltage regulator using forward voltage drop across the diode. And here we talk about voltage drop. When we talk about voltage drop, we talk about the reason why we do this, because we know that a diode voltage drop is 0.7 volt, which is constant. The only thing is, so the voltage drop across a diode is always constant, which, okay, 0.7, but we can operate the diode in that sense. But the current can vary. So this fact is used in constructing the voltage regulator. So by regulator, what we mean is, first let us understand that a regulator means something that supplies constant parameter. Here we are talking about voltage regulator. So the voltage regulator is a device that is capable of supplying constant voltage. And we know that actually in many of our home appliances, we use a lot of voltage regulators, whether it is with surge protection, of course, and okay, and also the fuses to protect the appliances. So we have the refrigerator, we have the television, and so on and so forth. In all of these, they require voltage regulator. Now, in this class, we are going to exemplify how that constant voltage drop that appears across the diode with the capability for current with a diode that can take current. Okay, very variable currents. Okay, so with that kind of knowledge, we are going to exemplify the construction of a voltage regulator, that is a device that is capable of supplying constant DC voltage. Constant means definitely DC, right? So now the point that you must remember, that it is not this constant voltage, how much voltage is, how much of that constancy is, or the degree of this regulation. Okay, so in other words, the disturbances or the deviations from this constant voltage, that needs to be taken into account. So given that scenario, if you look at here, what are all the factors that could affect this constant voltage? So factors that could affect okay, the regulation of voltage or voltage regulation or normally you know that we take output across the diode and suppose definitely so our device acts as a load and the load will have a resistance, right? So similarly, so the load resistance, the load will draw some current. So the changes in the current, that flows through the diode will be there will be changes in the current that flows through the diode. Okay, the changes in the current that flows through the diode will affect due to why this change in the current that flows through the diode is happening due to the current drawn by the load. Okay, so the load will draw some current, therefore you won't be able to get that same. Let us say I have 0.7 volt coming and there will be certain ID value. Now because the load draws some current, therefore that much voltage drop will be, there will be that current will decrease over there. That will affect the voltage regulation. Okay, we will exemplify that. The second fact is basically the power supply, which we discussed yesterday also. The power supply has ripples. What power supply I am talking about? The power supply, that is the power supply, the input power supply used in the construction or design of the regulator. Okay, this input power supply used in the construction of the regulator may not supply constant voltage, constant input, as we saw yesterday, right, in the lecture 2, and we talked about those things. So what did we do here? We adopted small signal model to analyze. We adopted this to analyze how much of this variation in the input cause output variation. Input power supply, of course. Cause output variation. Power supply has ripples, that is the input power supply used in the construction of the regulator may not supply constant input. Small signal model to analyze how much of this variation in the input power supply cause output variation. Okay, so these two factors must be kept in mind and we will exemplify this problem. Remember, yesterday we talked about with that diode, we are supposed to get 0.7 volt and we saw that we got with a peak to peak variation in input. So this was the nominal forward voltage drop, but there was a peak-to-peak variation in the input, and that was like we said amplitude was 1 volt, so peak to peak will be 2 volt. That resulted in a variation of 2.68 millivolt. This is a variation. Compare that with the 0.7 volt, that is too small. And again, if you look at 2.68 divided by the VT value, that is the thermal voltage at room temperature, that tells it is only 10%, which is variation 10% or much less than, okay, 2.68 divided by 25. That is typically much less than 1, because it will be around 0.1 something, 0.13 or something, much less than 1. Therefore, the use of small signal model to analyze the circuit, okay, to perform linear analysis of the circuit with the diode is very much in place and justified. Okay, so with this introduction, I am going to exemplify a problem, and we'll do that problem. So here is a voltage regulator constructed with the input being 10 volt and the variation in the power supply is plus minus 1 volt, that is connected with 1 kilo ohm series resistor, current limiting resistor, and then 3 diodes are in series. So one fact that I wanted to tell you, with one single diode you can get 0.7 volt. Okay, if I use a single diode in the regulator, single diode, we will get 0.7 volt nominal voltage regulation. But if I use many such diodes in series, I will get multiples of this 0.7 volt. So in this case, there are 3 diodes which are connected. So essentially the nominal voltage that will be here in the absence of the load will be 2.1 volt. Okay, so 2.1 volt you can get nominal voltage, which means without any 0.7 volt as the constant voltage drop, we get nominal voltage across the 3 diodes as this. Okay, now with the load connected, and this also will affect the nominal voltage, this also will affect. The question is, okay, let me read the question. The question is, calculate the percentage change, calculate the percentage change, calculate the percentage change calculate the percentage change in this regulated, So obviously I require here for my load, the device, I need to take across this regulator, across the diodes, I need to get close to 2.1 volt. Therefore I have constructed like this, and my typical load here is 1 kilo ohm. Okay, so calculate the percentage change in this regulated voltage, regulated voltage caused by plus minus 10% change, 10% change in the power supply. And this is caused by A is plus minus power supply change. The other one is when the load of 1 kilo ohm is connected, what will be the effect? So with the load, with the connection of load, I said there will be changes in the current drawn by the load depending on this value. That will eventually affect decrease this 2.1 with the connection of the load. With the connection of the load resistor. 1 kilo ohm. Okay, so let us talk about the circuit. So to analyze this percentage change in the power supply will be exactly the same procedure that we adopted yesterday's class. So first do the DC analysis. So to do the DC analysis, so I said it is plus minus 10% change in the power supply. Therefore 10 volt is the power supply voltage. Now the 10% of 10 will be 1 volt. So plus minus 1 volt is the input over here. Input over here. So that is the variation that will cause the variation in the nominal voltage. How much of that variation will happen will be analyzed only. So the first part of the circuit without the load we will have to analyze to understand the answer, to get an answer for the 10% change in the power supply. Then the second question that will come is with the connection of the load resistor. So let us take one step at a time. And to do the first part of the analysis, what we need to do is we need to do the DC analysis first. Okay, and once we do the DC analysis, then in yesterday's class we have seen that we can separate the DC analysis from the small signal analysis. So we will do the small signal analysis by short circuiting the DC source and replacing the diode with the small signal resistance or the incremental resistance and analyze the circuit for the variation. Okay, and then so that will tell the answer for the first question. Now the second question we'll have to consider at that time I will explain. So let us go one step at a time. So the circuit I will draw for DC analysis. We have a 1 kilo ohm resistor, 1 kilo ohm, and here is my first diode under forward bias, second diode under forward bias, the third diode in series under forward bias. So 1 kilo ohm is there and this is 10 volt. So I have taken all stuff. So to do this analysis, so we know this voltage, nominal voltage drop here will be by constant voltage drop model, it will be 2.1 volt. 2.1 volt will be the nominal voltage drop across the diode. Across the diode. Now I have the current, the steady state current. So DC analysis that flows through the diode will be ID will be equivalent to 10 minus 2.1 because this is grounded. So this is 2.1 over here divided by 1 kilo ohm resistor 1 into 10 power 3 and that will be equivalent to 7.9 milliampere. So once I have that, I can actually do the, so I know all the parameters in this place. Now what I need to do is perform small signal analysis. I am assuming that small signal analysis is correct. So I am going to perform small signal analysis model and I will verify after I get the answer whether my way of doing things is correct. Small signal analysis, what I need to do is I need to replace this fellow with here and this is my supply which is the small signal stuff and this is my series resistor, the current limiting resistor 1 kilo ohm. Okay, 1 kilo ohm, 1 kilo ohm, and then I have to get these three diodes. I need to get an equivalent resistance for the 3 diodes in series. Each diode will have a small signal resistance. Because the diodes are connected in series, what I will get is a equivalent resistance which is equivalent to 3 RD. 3 RD. And what will be this? The here it will be 1 volt. If I were to take 1 volt as my this thing, so I am taking plus minus. So plus minus, you look at here, it is 10% variation. So plus minus 1 volt. Peak to peak will be 2 volt. But if I take 1 volt, that means it is only amplitude. So I am using only amplitude here. If I use amplitude only, it is 1 volt and then 1 kilo ohm, 3 RD. So what is this RD? RD is the small signal resistance. Small signal resistance. And how much value for this small signal resistance? It will be RD will be equivalent to how much it will be? VT by ID. VT by ID. And that will be equivalent to 25 divided by 7.9. The answer for that will be roughly about this is the RD value. So it will be in ohms. 7. Let me give you the answer straight away. That will be roughly about 3.16 ohms. 3.16 ohms or equivalent to 3.2 ohms nearly. It's 16. So I have taken first decimal significant digits. So it is 3.2 ohms. Because there are 3 RDs, I will have 3 RD will be equivalent to 9.6 ohms. Now implies, okay, so implies what do we get? 3 RD 9.6 ohms. Then we have roughly about we know this is 3 RD, right? So we have got this value. Now what do I have to understand? How much voltage this thing it will be happening as a result of that plus minus 10% variation. To do that, VD at the output is taken across the diode will be equivalent to, okay, 1 volt. I have to apply the voltage division rule. So 9.6, this is 1 kilo ohm, it will become 1009.6. So you will get roughly about 9.5 millivolt. This will be the variation across the 3 diodes. VD variation, VD. So I use the small d. So, okay, so this is the variation in the diode output voltage. This will be the swing. That means I will get 0.7 plus minus roughly about 3.2. Why? Because this is across the 3 diodes, variation across the 3 diodes. We have used 3 RD. So across one diode, it will be 3.2. Right? So it is 0.7 plus minus 3.2, or I can write it as 2.1 plus minus 9.6. And this is in, remember this fellow, so I have to write very carefully here 10 power minus 3 into 10 power minus 3 because this is in millivolt. So I have to convert everything in voltage, in which case it will be fine. So question is my small signal model appropriate? To answer that, all I need to do is I need to take the ratio of small Vd divided ratio of this Vd to Vt, which will be 3.2 divided by 25 millivolt. So if I take this across each diode, okay, so you have to see only that. So it will be roughly about 0.128, 0.128, okay, 12% only, and that is again much less than 1. So my adoption of small signal model is justified. My adoption of or my application of small signal model in performing this analysis is justified. So much so for this stuff. Now this is 9.5 millivolt. Question asked is, let us look at the question. Calculate the percentage change in this regulated voltage caused by. So what will be the percentage change? So percentage change caused by plus minus 10% input power supply. So that is the change in the, okay, plus minus 10%. Okay, so let me write it as this is a change or fluctuation in the power supply. So that percentage will be calculated as, we are supposed to have got 2.1 across the 3 diodes, okay, and we got only 9.5 millivolt. Therefore, it is 0.0095. I have converted into voltage divided by 2.1 will be the across the 3 diodes I have taken, because my output will be taken across the 3 diodes in series. So that will be 100 into multiply by 100, because we are calculating percentage. So that will be equivalent to 0.45%. You can check it, or nearly 0.5%. Okay, so if my device permits more than 2% variation, that means, or 5% variation, the way I have designed this regulator using the forward voltage drop across the diode is okay, right? Provided there is only variation in the input power supply. Now the second part of the question relates to load is now connected. Load is connected. The load draws current. There will be changes in the current as a result, and there will be consequently change in the voltage drop from 2.1 volt across the 3 diodes in series. How much of that change will be there? That is the question that we need to answer. So load is connected across the 3 diodes as shown in the circuit. Okay, so which means, and what is the load value? 1 kilo ohm. 1 kilo ohm. Okay, it is connected across means it is always parallel. So again, we have to apply that voltage division rule, but or alternatively, if I were to look at it, it's like this. Okay, so this is my 3 RD. Okay, and the nominal voltage across this will be 2.1 volt. And my this is my load 1 kilo ohm RL. This is connected. So this, the voltage drop, there will be the current drawn by this resistor which is connected across these 3 diodes. I have replaced the 3 diodes with a small signal model, that is 3 RD. So which means the nominal voltage 2.1 volt will appear across this as a first approximation. Okay, as a first approximation, I am assuming that 2.1 volt will appear across this 1 kilo ohm. Therefore, the current drawn by this current drawn by the load, current drawn by load will be 2.1 divided by 1 kilo ohm resistor, that is 1 into 10 power 3. That will be the current drawn by the load. And how much of that? It will be 2.1 milliampere. 2.1 milliampere will be drawn. Earlier, in the absence of this, what is this load? We had the total current that all goes through the diode. Now, because there is a load which is connected across, which means it is in parallel with this diode, that means we are going to have the current that will be, some of the current will be taken by this, only the remaining current will flow through this. So how much of the current taken by the diode, by the load, is actually, because it is connected across the 3 diodes, be careful here. That's why I'm explaining again and again. The nominal voltage is expected to appear because the decrease in the nominal voltage due to any variation we have seen is going to be minimal. So as a first approximation, current drawn by the load, okay, I will write use the word approximately over here to make the point clear. Approximately will be 2.1 divided by 1 into 10 power 3, 2.1 milliampere. That much current would have decreased across the diodes, through the diodes, not across the diode, through the diode. Okay, so that much current would have decreased through the diodes, and earlier it was in the absence of RL, that is load, the current that flow, that okay through the diode, through the diodes series means same current, is 7.9 milliampere. But because of this load, the load will draw. Naturally, there will be changes in the current in the load. That is the first point I made, that the regulated power supply will be affected as a result of connecting the load which draws the current. Okay, so that will affect this stuff. So this much current would have decreased. Now, how much of that will, in a sense, reduce the voltage drop across these 3 diodes? So certainly there will be. So first approximation we took. After that, now we are trying to work out the correct answer. So there will be decrease in the regulated voltage. Okay, regulated voltage across the diode, across the diodes. How much decrease it will be? Because it draws a current, the load draws a current of RL draws 2.1 milliampere. Okay, now applying, we are assuming as a first approximation again, applying the small signal approximation, and hence the model, and hence the model. We are just trying to check that whether it is correct. Small signal and hence the model. We get the voltage drop. This decrease is actually small Vd. Okay, Vd will be equivalent to because it is decreasing, I use a sign negative, and this will be 2.1 milliampere into the resistor. That much would have decreased. Okay, so how much? 9.6, right? 9.6 is your RD, 3 RD value, 9.6 ohms. And you multiply this, you will get roughly about how much? I'll tell you. You will get roughly about 20.16 10 power minus 3 volt. Okay, so you look at the value here. Yeah, it was suppose this across this, it should have been nominal voltage would have been actually 2.1. Now, because the load draws the current from the 2.1, you have to subtract 20.16 millivolt from here. That will be the actual voltage that will be gotten across the 3 diodes. So the load, because of the changes in the current drawn by the load, you will naturally affect the voltage regulation. But this 20 point, this across the 3 diodes, remember, because we have used 9.6. Okay, so definitely this will be Vd across 3 diodes. Across one diode will be you divide by 3, 20 divided by 3, roughly it will be 6.6, and there is a 16 over here. Again, you take another 3, so it will become 6.8 millivolt. That will be the decrease. So to the negative sign implies it is decrease. Negative sign implies decrease. See the method adopted here. The method adopted here is how much decrease? I use the RD value, the current that is being drawn, you multiply that much decrease will be there. This is a very nice way of doing a problem. Try to understand this. Negative sign implies decrease. So 6 millivolt. Now, question is this model exact? Is this small signal model exact? To do that, or is it appropriate? To do that, you have to again do the same Vd by Vt, and we see that the value is getting increased now. It goes to almost more than 6.8, 25. If I take, it will be close to 30%, close to nearly 30%. So, okay, 25%. Okay, so 25%. Therefore, this variation is significant. So small signal model is not completely this thing. Okay, completely correct. But how much is not completely applicable, but how much deviation? So we already know, we have learned the this one, what is called the exponential model, and also we also know the iterative method. So we can apply the exponential model. So conclusion from there is small signal model is not entirely applicable. All that is okay, reasonable, because 6.8 in comparison to 25 is fine, but still there is a small disturbance in our mind whether it is entirely correct. So to do that, so conclusion, let me write it. Small signal model may not be entirely, means partially it is applicable, because 6.7 may not be entirely applicable for this problem. So how much deviation from the accurate value? The accurate value can be calculated from exponential model, and the exponential model tells us that V2 minus V1 equal to 2.3 into Vt log of I2 by I1, and I2 is now 7.9 minus 2.1 milliampere, that is 5.8 milliampere, and I1 is 7.9 milliampere. So you substitute in this equation, I will get, this is nothing but your delta Vd, and this is okay, and you will get how much you will get. We will get, let us check this number, just a second. So you can check it also. You will get roughly about 23. I have to multiply, this is across one diode. Remember, this is across one diode. So across 3 diodes, I have to get 3 delta Vd. 3 delta Vd will be equivalent to, I have done this, you will get roughly about 23 millivolt, close to. And what was the small signal model? The small signal model gave 20 millivolt across the 3 diodes with a small signal model. Exponential model gave the accurate value, more accurate value, 23, which is not far from the small signal model. So that's why I said it is partially okay, but as a first approximation, but you can do the exact way using exponential model. Okay, so now you understood that all our variations, okay, if I have both the variations together, then I have 20 millivolt, approximately 23 millivolt here. There I got roughly about 9.5 millivolt. Okay, 9.5 millivolt I got. Okay, so you will see the variation, total variation will be around roughly about 30 millivolt. Okay, if I have both of them together, I will have variation due to both. I will have a combined effect. Okay, that's all. Thank you. I have already done the attendance. Okay, if there is any questions, you can ask me.